All right, we're on the final video of Fun Facts with Liam of the day. Um, yeah, sorry it took so long. I've been procrastinating and so on and so forth, and yeah, really not much excuse beyond that. So, and also sometimes it's like it's form of writer's block thing. Sometimes coming up with and researching certain things is sometimes you draw a blank, so or it takes ages. Um, so yeah, this one is about Richard E. Grant, um, and him being the you know probably slightly more famous half of Withnail and I. I've never watched that. I don't really intend to, but um, with Paul McGann, you know, Doctor Who, well, Eighth Doctor, probably my favorite Doctor, modern Doctor incarnation. Actually, kind of the bridge between him and the ninth Eccleston, I guess. When they revived the series in 2005, um, and yeah, all I know is that Grant was the absolutely like raging alcoholic of the film of Withnail and I. Um, I've seen him. I've seen him in other stuff. I mean, I haven't really watched it. You can decide whether I'm lying or not. But it was very flamboyant and camp in the Spice Girls movie. Um, been in like stuff like period dramas and aristocratic type stuff, and he was also um, kind of thing I've seen him in mostly. Well, recently was Logan, because I've watched that a few times. He's you know the main villain of it. He's Doctor Rice, and he's probably my favorite villain in it, to be honest. Besides, I mean, Boyd Holbrook is there, but he has his charisma and stuff, and but he's more of a uh, yeah, he's more of a closer, as Odin from God of War would describe him. Um, I guess, but he's the one who, yeah, he's the one who wanted to control the rise of mutants, or Homo superior, as they're called. Also, by mostly by Magneto and Apocalypse and all that. But yeah, getting to the fact of the matter, the subject um, of um, of Richard E. Grant. Well, Richard Grant, really. Um, he is actually one thing. He is actually a. This is like a sub fact before I get onto the actual main factoid of this episode. The E, it stands for equity, um, and it was I think there was already a Richard Grant, um, sort of like the David Walliams and Williams effect, like a stage actor or theatre actor or something like that. Um, so he wanted to change it, either to not get confused or just for uniqueness. But the main factoid of this episode, oh excuse me, is that despite being like a raging drunkard, neurotic raging drunkard in With Nail and I, um, Richard Grant is actually a teetotaler. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And there's different forms. There's people who voluntarily decide to just stay sober and not drink their entire lives because they don't like alcohol. But he's actually violently allergic to alcohol, to the point where he'll drink it. He'll drink a whiskey or something, and he'll puke it back up. So he's one of those people that are actually allergic to alcohol. His body will just reject it because, well, alcohol's a poison, but it seems like he's one of those people that his body treats it too much like an actual deadly poison, to the point where he'll have to have like a he'll reject it like Epicac, the vomit inducing drink for when you need to get rid of poison, made kind of memeable by Family Guy, where Peter places that bet with that pie bet with Chris and Stewie and Brian and himself. So yeah, that's it for this week's fun facts of Liam every Friday. I'll try to be more inspirational with it like next week, but stuff's been going on and so on and so forth and all that. So yeah, just usual stuff. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you later.